Oh, it's a little darker in here. It's a little dark in the back camera, but welcome, welcome. All right, boom mic is working good. All right, welcome everyone. Thank you guys all so much for stopping by. As always, my name is Eli with Pokémon USA. If you don't already know, Tuesdays and Thursdays are Q&A days. I answer your guys' questions on all things related to Pokemon. If you're wondering why the title is the same as last video, that is because we typically like to answer the comments off of last video for this Q&A session because I don't usually have the time to go through every single question and answer them on the comment section of the previous video. Typically, I don't usually see most of the comments. So this is your opportunity to have any of your questions answered or just have a chill live stream. So, but as far as it goes, let's jump into it, guys. What's up, Zach? John boy, how we doing? Gabriel, Derek, what's up, Derek? Miguel Perez, Tyrone, how we doing? How we doing? Andrew, Dustin, Lil Alonzo. All right, so it looks like we've got some people all in here filtering on in. Thank you guys all once again for stopping by. Let's start reading some of the comments. Good afternoon to everyone, Miguel says. Hope you're all having a wonderful Tuesday. So far, so good. Let's hope it's going to be a busy one, that's for sure. You can start to see the cells coming in big time. Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, gosh dang, man. I had initially gotten, like, the buy one, get one free special for my distributor thinking this is going to be such a good deal. Like, I'm going to be able to sell my product quick. And it took forever for me to sell all my product after I had to drop the prices twice. And it was like ridiculous how long it took before I was finally able to do it. And I still have some up. So, you know, the overall market, I mean, there's a shifting. And don't get me wrong, like those products are low demand, but when you're basically giving them for 50% off wholesale, I don't know how you can compete with that, you know? Hope everyone's doing well. I'm doing well, good sir. Anyone pick up some cool Pokemon stuff lately? Nothing for myself. Just saving, especially for the move. Anyone know where to get top loaders for jumbo cards? That I do not know. I knew Pokemon was good, but I've been actually watching and searching for information in this hobby, and it's really cool. One indeed recently got back into it. Oh yeah, dude. Pokemon is I definitely love Pokemon for a reason. Anvil, what's up, dude? Not too shabby. How about yourself? Just got back from Portland. Just about all mine. Yo, what's up, Eddie? What's up, Rad? How we doing? Is it just me, or is Astral Radiance selling better than anticipated? Definitely is. I think it's because of the pull rates. I got into one of PokeRev's 3.0 packs. That's an exclusive item. John, what is exclusive about it? I'm curious. That's good to hear. Everything's all great in New York. How's the weather down there? It's a pretty nice day today. Where do you recommend buying Lost Origins booster boxes? Pre-orders below MSRP? What do you think, baby? I mean, shameless plug. We're going to always have them below MSRP. But to honestly, though, in all seriousness, Anvil, I would just be patient and wait and just you know, I typically have a very competitive price. If you don't buy from me, I know that I have a video that I posted like the top 5 best places or to buy Pokemon product cheap, so I'd go back and watch that video. A over Go all day. 100% agree with that, Derek. Just pulled the alt-art Palkia. I'm in love. It's such a gorgeous alt-art design. Probably my favorite alt-art of all time. It's hard for me to not love the the Reaching for the Moon Umbreon. That's probably my favorite. Hey Eli, with a lot of people selling pieces of their PCs and shops putting up banger deals, is buying right now putting yourself in a position to be in the hole? Well, it's interesting, Zach. It's yes and no. So like, it's yes in the way of if there's such a good deal that I'm like, I want to take that good deal. And then with that, I end up I end up sitting on that product for a while. It's definitely, you know, not the best. However, I'm at a point now where everyone in the hobby is turning away product because of how unaffordable it is to sell most product except specific ones. And so basically, what do I mean by that? So when we have a conversation about, like, I don't know, perfect example is the bundle that I'm doing, right? My distributor had most people cancel their pre-orders on those items. No one wanted the product because no one could sell the product. So what do they have to do? They have to do buy one, get one free deals. I have the option to pick that up, and if I can sell it, then great. If not, I'm going to sit on it. So I'm in the hole if I'm sitting on it because I'm sitting on dead product, and if I can't sell, but it's an optional hole that I can put myself in. But the worst part is as like an online retailer, you have to constantly be selling product. And I think what makes it even more annoying is the fact that this special came up right literally a week before Pokemon Go prices or Pokemon Go like products are gonna get charged to my account. And so it's really frustrating because I'm over here now having to pay the expenses on the Pokemon Go product and then having just spent $4,000 on buy one get one free special. So it's like really, really tough because you're just having a lot of dead product that you're getting hit with, and then the next product that's not going to be dead is, of course, we were expecting a Brilliant Stars reprint. It was supposed to come end of the month, hasn't come yet. Probably going to get pushed back. I'll have to talk to my distributor about that. Then you've got, you know, no news of Evolving Skies until August. We're waiting on that, and then Lost Origins looks like it's going to be a better set than anything we have for this month and last month. So we've had really bad months of Pokemon so far in the month of June. May was okay. I'm hoping July is going to be better, but definitely, you're definitely seeing the deals happen, and I think it's really just being transferred on from distributors because they can't take on as much product because people are just not, they're just not buying, taking all their allocations these days. So I think the future is going to be open allocations again. Depending on the mystery packs, there are a lot of companies making them. Just do research on products that are known to give better guaranteed ratios for vintage packs. You know, it's interesting, John, that you say that. We're actually ourselves looking into doing our own variation of those, and we're going to make it $10 to $15 cheaper than all of our competitors. So that might be interesting, and it's going to have the same pack pull ratios and everything. So that might be interesting if that's something you guys are interested in. Get it from us cheaper and it's the same product. Is it all good to invest in Vivid Voltage to compare when Astro Radiance booster boxes? I mean, it just really comes down to the price you can get Vivid Voltage at compared to Astral Radiance. I think Vivid Voltage will do better long term than Astral, but at the same exact time, if you can get Vivid for, you know, 105, 100, 110 compared to Radiance at, like, you know, its current price, it's really hard to compare because entry price is better. However, if you're saying one for one, if they were the same price, which would I would prefer to get into? Probably Vivid. You're the only person you know that was bullish on AR and bearish on Go. I've been extremely bearish on Go, Derek. I was not like a super bear on AR. I was definitely like, you know, bearishly optimistic. So like I was like hoping it would do well, but didn't have, like I said, it was going to be more of a mid tier. If I was bearish, then I would be like, yo, this set's going to crap, which I'm saying with Pokemon Go. But yeah, as far as AR go, you know, it's right where it belongs in my opinion, slightly above Chilling Reign, Fusion, and so on. So it's a pretty strong set, with the pull rates helping out the most. Didn't realize you were selling pre-orders. Oh yeah, well, I'm not selling pre-orders as it stands right now, Anvil. I will once I get my allocations, but don't worry, I'll make sure to be competitive when I do. Yeah, of course, no problem, Anvil. Yeah, it's 80 out here, not humid, awesome weather we're having. I'm curious what the weather is outside right now. I'm in a AC room if it sounds kind of loud. So I'm actually curious. It is 79 with 10-mile-an-hour winds. Ooh, that's pretty nice today. It's a pretty nice day. And then what's it gonna get? What's today? All right, so I coach at 5 tonight, so I am going to be sitting in 75-degree weather. Ooh, that's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. Weather's pretty nice out here too, man. How do you think the Mewtwo, Zacian, and Greninja V boxes will do 2 to 3 years from now? I mean, they've got a pretty good pack selection. I think that most people don't really care about Zacian. Greninja's okay. I think Mewtwo will do better for sure. But I mean, I don't know. It doesn't have a really cool art design like the Legends, so it's really hard to say. If they had cooler art designs, I could make an argument for them doing like really good. I think they'll do good long term, but they won't do like a great top notch, you know? Noticing on Discord and Facebook groups, people are selling a lot of higher value items for much cheaper, which makes me believe 100% agree. I'm noticing the same thing, Zach. Rev just released a wave of 2,000 of his products, sold out same day, and his next wave is 1,500 less, has a huge channel, but a small batch operation of his product. Yeah, no, for sure. I've been following him forever. Mike says, need to get my hands on Eeveelution and VMAX Premium Collections. I'm sorry about that, my guy. What's up, Travis? I'm here. Cool, my babies. Well, thanks for being here. By the way, Travis, I'll get to filling out your invoice. I just saw today that you sent it to me. I'll make sure to hopefully either tomorrow or the following day, I'll have it filled out for you. Is Astro getting another wave? As far as we know right now, no, but more than likely it will eventually get one at some point. Rev was just saying in this video, you think Pokemon is reprinting Evolving Skies mostly so they can put it in a lot of their newer product to sweeten the deal. Your thoughts? I think that's definitely possible. I mean, you saw that a lot with Eeveelutions. They have to do that. 100%, they're gonna have to do that. I think if Pokemon really wants to go the route of not having product just absolutely tank consistently, they're gonna have to throw Evolving Skies in everything. Because otherwise, if they can't throw Evolving Skies in everything, then people are not gonna want to buy the product. I mean, as we see with, like, you know, the V-Star collection boxes, one, they're so expensive that people just don't want them for the pack selection. And then two, the promo's terrible. So they're going to need a good balance of nice packs and nice promos. And if you have only a couple of good packs, they're going to have to at least make the ratio 33 to 50% of the packs in the Evolving Skies. So, like, I can see it doing well if they do, like, a new box. Let's say, you know, it's a 6 box. And they got 2 Evolving, 2 Brilliant, and 2 Phantom. I see that they can do well with that. Or Lost Origins, I should say, not Phantom. Thank you for everything you do, and thank you for the transparency. Of course, I'm always going to be 100% transparent with you guys. Koga, baby! Where's Kogs? Oh, there he is. Man, it's getting hot in here, Travis. What's up, Koga? Hopefully you're doing well, brother. First edition Pokemart mystery packs. Count me in. Pokemon to the moon. I appreciate that. Yeah, no, so for our model of how we're going to be doing it, it's the exact same. The only difference is there's only a couple of real differences. We're going to start with an initial Pokemon pack, just like the standard that most everyone else is doing. And then since our theme is very much red, white, blue, and yellow, you're going to have yellow be kind of like the gold, and then white is going to be like the silver tier. And then you're going to have red be your kind of like 1 in 5 Sun and Moon era. And then you're going to have blue be the standard Sword and Shield. You're always going to be guaranteed when you do hit a Sword and Shield, it's always going to be one of the better packs. So like Champion's Path, you know, Celebrations, and any of the good ones. So if you do get a blue, which is always guaranteed. And then if you don't, obviously, you know, your reds, you're always guaranteed to get something from the Sun and Moon. We made sure that you're never going to get a Crimson Invasion. And then I think it was Sun and Moon base we said you're never going to get. The worst you can get, I think, is a Guardians Rising, but we're going to try and keep that down. We want our averages to be like Cosmic Eclipse is kind of going to be a more common Sun and Moon pack, or like Unbroken Bonds. And then if silver, it's the high-end XY era packs. And black and white era is kind of what your silver is going to look like. And then the gold or the yellow is going to look like a lot of Diamond and Pearl era packs, EX era, and then WotC era. Those are going to be your kind of 3 ranges. I think the worst you could get from that is like a Diamond and Pearl base set, and then the best you can get, I think so far we have, is a first edition Jungle, I think is what we said is going to be the best. I'm not 100%, I'll have to go back. I know we have a couple of other EX packs that might be more expensive, so but yeah, no, we want to make sure we can have a good amount of variety on pulls and people feel like they're truly getting the most value. And our pack prices, like everyone is selling them for anywhere between 50 to 60. We're going to try and shoot for around $40-ish. I think is what we're trying to do. So like $10 cheaper to $15 cheaper than most people that are selling for 50 to 55. So obviously if we can give them cheaper, then we'll do that, but we want to make sure we can give you guys really good value, really good product as best as we can, so you really feel like it. We're going to actually have our testing for the packs sometime within the next month, hopefully sometimes by July we'll have them rolled out. But yeah, we're going to have like a product drop testing. I can't remember yet. John Boy's been helping me with that. We're either going to drop 50 or 100. I'm trying to remember what the initial batch is going to be. But we're going to make it basically the cheapest that you can find just about anywhere, as we've historically always tried to do. But yeah, no problem, Miguel. Mystery packs to buy would be fun, especially if they have Steam Siege. Get out of here, Tyrone. We will never put Steam Siege. We will never put Steam Siege in our stuff. That is, yeah, we very much aim towards when it comes to, if you do get a silver or like a white or a yellow or a red, that we give you the good ones more. Really just want like 5 cards out of Pokemon Go. And the promos, I mean, that's kind of the problem, Mike, is that is the set. I mean, Pokemon Go is basically 5 cards. You've got your 3 Radiants, you've got your Dragonite V-Star, and then you've got your Mewtwo V-Star with its variations. Do we have the... Yeah, here we go. I mean, you've got your Radiants, Dragonite V-Star, and then your Mewtwo's. Wow, really? Anyone want a Conkeldurr? I don't think so. The Radiant cards in Pokemon Go in Japan look so much better than English. Ooh, shocker. That's how it always goes. Everyone liked the stream, Travis says. Yeah, don't forget to leave a like, comment down below, guys. And be subscribed. How do you think Pokemon Go ETBs will perform compared to Celebration, Shining Fates? They will do the worst out of the 3 of them, hands down. I think in order, it'll go Celebrations, Shining Fates, and then Pokemon Go is definitely going to bomb hard. I mean, it'll do fine over time because it is a specialty set, but compared to the other 2, not nearly as good. One thing I do want to point out, though, is I think as it stands right now, Shining Fates, I mean, Shining Fates you can get pretty cheap still. And I mean, I bought them for $36 the other day at GameStop because they were doing a special for them. And your dollar cost entry at that compared to Celebrations, I mean, even if you're getting at Celebrations at like 50 to 55, that's still, you can't beat with that. You can't beat that. So, I mean, the dollar cost entry on that is hard to beat. So even though I like Celebrations better, dollar cost entry as it stands right now for myself is so much better with Shining Fates. Go Viewstar versus Altar, 100% agree with you on that one, Derek. Spencer, what's up, my guy? Finally back in the States so I can catch the lives again. Where were you again, Spencer? Remind me. I remember you'd mentioned you were heading out. If you, I don't get that I don't know why I don't get that, Travis. If you only bought 1 Japanese booster box, would it be VMAX Climax? Probably. I would definitely say so. But that's mainly just because they just had another print of it. It's cheap. It's a really good specialty set. I think will do extremely well long term. So price for what you're getting out of it is extremely good. What's up, Thaddeus? Howdy, Eli. Howdy, Thaddeus. How we doing? I've been doing that more since you guys have been putting in howdy. I say howdy to people when I answer them. The packs inside the Divergent tins are pretty good. Don't really care about the tins, though. 100% agree with you, Gabriel. I think Divergent tins and stackable tins are your best options for getting cheap Evolving Skies packs right now. Will there be more reprints of Brilliant Stars soon? Expectation was supposed to be the end of June, but as we always know, things get pushed back pretty often in Pokemon. So I'm going to call my distributor and try and see if I can get an update for you guys on that. Surprise people with random 2 to 3 months early Lost Origins packs. I mean, that's because, Driflin, I think that's because people are just not a big fan of Pokemon Go and they're moving on to the next set. 50, thank you, John Boy. So yeah, we're gonna have 50 packs for our initial testing on the mystery packs. What do you think about Vaporeon, Jolteon, VMAX collections? Do you think they'll have a good investment potential in the future? I think I made a video on it Jamie, and I said that it was one of my top picks for the year 2021 is what I had said, or I think I said end of year like best picks, and that was one of them. You're making mystery packs? Count me in, I love support. Yeah, I appreciate that. Steam Siege in the packs. Let me adjust the Excel. John Boyce, like, marginal profits just went up by 50%. Could you imagine? Yo, we should specifically troll Tyrone and make a hand custom Steam Siege specialty pack. Like, literally just give him only Steam Sieges. That'd be so funny. Derek, I just saw it, didn't register what you were talking about for a second. Why am I not getting it? Everybody love everybody. Oh, I've never heard that term before. Oh, that's so funny. I'd take Celebrations Gold Mew over Pokemon Go Mewtwo all day. I agree with that one. Screw Pokemon Go. Ali says, I literally only want the golden Mew. I sat here waiting for Pokemon advent calendars. That has me 100 times more excited than anything from the Pokemon Go set. Yeah, no, and it's funny too, Ali, because we've actually been looking into doing advent calendars here before they even announced that. So it's kind of funny on cue. We have a lot of things in the work. I've been really trying to aggressively expand here at Pokemart USA, and so I've been hiring a couple of people to help me out with a lot of things. So I'm very much excited for the future. But yeah, that advent calendar is sick, dude. I think they're gonna do a good job with that. Lizzie S, I think I've answered this question 3 times already now, obviously. So I would just go back and just scroll back to the whole discussion or question I had about the Brilliant Stars reprint. But long story short, expectation was end of June. It's now end of June. We haven't heard word, so it's probably going to get pushed back. I'll keep you guys updated when I talk to my distributor. Burning Shadows from Sun and Moon, a good investment. I mean, you can definitely get some good Burning Shadows product. I know the ETBs are still relatively affordable for what you're able to get. And I know there's still a lot of product in stores that you're able to find, like older product that has some Burning Shadows packs. So, I mean, I don't think it's bad by any means. It's one of my least favorite sets of all time in the Sun and Moon era, if I'm being honest. But it's still a Charizard set, so it's still going to do well. But at the end of the day, it really just comes down to the fact of the matter is, like, what's your main kind of what's the word I'm looking for? I mean, what's your main kind of angle? Are you trying to invest in cheaper Sun and Moon era product because you think it's fun to collect Sun and Moon, and so you're going with Burning Shadows because you think it'll be a better investment, or are you trying to just get in at a good dollar cost average of product? It's not a bad investment by any means. Do I think there's better investments elsewhere? Yeah, of course. But if you're focused on Sun and Moon, then it's definitely not a bad one by any means. Wow, good luck on those mystery packs. I appreciate it, Miguel. In this current era, including the next year or two, what do you think will be the best opportunity to pick things up in the cheap? Hold on, let me reread that one more time. In this current era, including the next year or two, when do you think will be the best opportunity to pick up things up cheap? Honestly, Travis, it's hard for me to answer that because if I'm being completely honest, I think right now we're in kind of a limbo mode. We're really waiting for reprints on Brilliant Star. We're waiting on reprints for Evolving Skies. We know that obviously competitive format just got pushed back, which is a huge deal. So standard rotation isn't going to happen until early next year. So there's possibility that we could still get another Vivid Voltage reprint. We could still get another Darkness Ablaze reprint. We could still get a Rebel Clash reprint, a Champion's Path reprint. So honest answer with that, Travis, I think that based on what we've seen historically, the Pokemon Company loves to do a lot of reprints sometime right near Christmas, like the lead up to Christmas. They understand how important it is to get product out before the holidays. So I think probably your best bet is going to be around September, October, November, and then technically as well December. That's going to be around that like 6-month period leading into early 2023. I think you're going to see an absolute ton of opportunity. And honestly, I might even make a video on it, on my predictions, and then go through the kind of basis strategy on it. Because I think what I really want to do, and obviously I know some people like me to just give hard, cold facts, which I do. And some people are like, Eli, just tone back on the like tone back on the predictions. But at the same exact time, I want these prediction videos to be videos that take the basis of my theories off of historically what the Pokemon Company has done when it comes to reprints. They typically do a lot of these reprints, you know, start of New Year's, end of the previous year. And so, you know, we saw that obviously with right before Battle Styles got announced and Shining Fates happened, you had Hidden Fates ETB reprints. You had reprints for Unified Minds. You had reprints for Unbroken Bonds. So you had these reprints that occurred for a lot of these sets right before they went out of rotation. So I think it's just important to really have videos that we can make these theories and like 100% be able to confirm them as historically speaking they happen continuously. I was in Germany for 2 weeks. Oh, that's pretty cool, dude. Was able to pick up some sealed German stuff for my PC as well. Oh, that's so cool, dude. What part of Germany did you go to? If you wanted to sell product, would you say typically before Christmas is the best time of the year to sell? I would say that before Christmas is probably the worst time of the year to sell. It's probably the best time of the year to buy. Because when you're talking about it, John, most people are selling right before Christmas. And for that reason, there's high competition levels. I would say that your best typical time is near, like, it's near the end of summer is usually the best time. And then going into winter after Christmas. Those are your best times, I would say. Because if you're talking end of summer, end of Christmas, you have to think about it this way. When it comes to Pokemon specifically, most of the time people are collecting Pokemon in winter areas and spending a lot of time indoors, right? When it comes to summer, a lot of the times people will take a break. Pokemon realizes that you won't see as many reprints during the summer because everyone's spending a lot more time outside because the weather's nice, right? And so for that reason, once you talk about end of summer, Pokemon typically likes to come out with banger sets around that time, just because they understand. I mean, it's the weirdest thing. It is the weirdest thing that the Pokemon Company has this level of consistency on when they like to produce certain good sets over others. So, I mean, there's a reason why they have, you know, certain specialty sets are called their like spring specialty sets or fall specialty sets. So let me just see if we can look up Pokemon set release history. And we can try and see if there's any sort of legitimacy to this. When it came to one of the best sets of all time, it came out in August. So that's when the specialty set came out in August. Well, Darkness Ablaze, whether you love it or you hate it, it was a Charizard set. So it looks like you do see like a common theme of like going from end of summer going into the New Year's when they start pushing out good sets. Because you talk about it, obviously we hate it, but Charizard, Pikachu. Like this is very much, they're focused heavily on those good sets. Then you obviously have Shining Fates. Then once you start talking into Battle Styles and Chilling Reign, you have kind of two like not the best sets, which is transitioning towards, you know, going into spring and then going through summer. End of summer, what's your best set? Evolving Skies. Then going into it, you've got October, and then going into winter, you know, Fusion Strike kind of lines up a lot with Sword and Shield, kind of middle of the road, nothing special. But then heading into it, Brilliant Star, good set. Now we're talking about heading into summer, starting to end of spring, not the best set. We don't have anything other than Pokemon Go, which once again, kind of a dud set, and going in September. That's why there's a lot of expectation Lost Origins is going to be good. Now, once again, now here's where it kind of changes. Obviously, Dragon Majesty, once again, same exact thing. Shining Legends, same exact thing. You just tend to see that, like I said, end of summer, you know, kind of fallish time. That's when you start to see these good sets come out, or start of the new year. Where is it? February, around that February time. Consistently, I mean, you know, if you look, I mean, look at this. February, good set. August, good set. February, good set. March, bad set. August, good set. September, good set. May, this one, I think Unbroken Bonds is a little bit of an outlier. August, good set. But for the most part, Team Up, February, what is the common months that we're seeing all these real good sets come out at? Most of the time, these good sets are coming out around February. They're coming out around the February time, and then the August, September, October-ish time. So there's another one. Of course, like I said, a little bit of an outlier in regards to the May set starting to push back. I mean, if you look at some of the March sets, I mean, you've got Battle Styles, obviously, you know, not the best set. Sword and Shield base, I mean, it's a base set transitional, so that's kind of understandable. Detective Pikachu, that's another March set that sucked. Where's another March set example that we can take a look at? Guardians Rising, I mean, once again, like I said, I think those other two are, you know, lackluster variables. Burning Shadows, guys, a lot of people like Burning Shadows going into August. Steam Siege is another outlier, but then we at least finished it off strong with November. So, you know, there's like a certain level of consistency to it. It's like an 80-20. February. Another February set. So basically, as long as a new like base set isn't coming out, you see that level of consistency, I would say, with a lot of these specialty sets around that kind of pocket time. So I expect they're potentially to do it. Obviously, it's not fully consistent. Steam Siege, there are certain outliers. Steam Siege sucked, but you know, kind of a long point to make, but hopefully that makes sense. If you wanted to sell product, wait, you already answered that question. Hey, Eli, do you know if the rotation delay from August will be the new normal forward? That's a great question. I do not know that. We'll kind of see what the Pokemon Company does with that when they make that announcement, but it's definitely big news nonetheless. I see tons of product want to load on, but I don't have money tied up in starting a business. That's cool that you're starting your own business, Trav. As for, you know, tons of things right now, I will tell you that, honestly, there is a lot of opportunity, but I think there'll be even more opportunity sometime end of this year, especially with the expectation, once again, going on with my theory, that I'm going to be reaching on to Poke Beach. For those people that have already watched and heard me talk about it a trillion times, we're going to be having that more than likely a shiny set announcement. It looks like it's on the second page now, so apparently it's old news. But we're going to have like a shiny V-Star and a shiny VMAX set that is going to be coming out December 2nd, I think. So let's kind of see that. When's it going to be released? Yes, December 2nd. V-Star Universe is what we're going to be seeing. Expectation, here's dummy images. We're going to see a bunch of shiny VMAXs, and we're also going to see some shiny V-Star cards. So I think that is going to be the next expectation. Is everyone hopefully everyone can see me. Do we have any delays? We had like a small distance. Am I yeah, it wouldn't be an Eli stream without a disconnect. It's freezing your screen. My frame rate is definitely dropped. Yeah, because it said I had 83 people watching and then all of a sudden dropped by 30, so I was like, that's a pretty quick drop. How are we doing now, guys? It looks like it's... Is it better now? Uh-oh. Drop frames detected. Nice. How about now? Are we good now? On my side it says it's on my side it says it's even out all of a sudden. Stop using those ice moves. Okay, we're back. Okay, cool. Gosh dang it, I just lost 50% of my viewers. Oh, sick, guys. Love that. I wish they continued the tradition of shinies on gold cards. A shiny Mewtwo V-Star would have been pretty cool. A shiny Mewtwo V-Star. Well, I think that's what's gonna happen here, Bondo. I think the reason, you want my honest theory, guys, the reason why they got this set had a shiny Dragonite in it, had a shiny Mewtwo, and the next one's gonna have a shiny V-Star Giratina, is I think they're doing that on purpose, just because they want to have an excuse for their end of year shiny set to have shiny V-Stars. Because since the V-Star universe is going to feature a shiny Rayquaza VMAX and a shiny Charizard V-Star, the expectation with that is it's going to be V-Star versus VMAX. They currently don't have a lot of V-Star cards that they can pull like inspiration off of for shinies. And so what they're doing is with this Pokemon Go set, kind of like with Champion's Path, where they just threw in the Charizard so that when they came out with Shining Fates, they could have the shiny Charizard VMAX. So they're going to do the same exact thing, I think, with this, but with the Mewtwo. It's going to be a shiny Mewtwo V-Star, potentially a shiny Dragonite V-Star, and then potentially a shiny Giratina V-Star or Darkrai V-Star, and so on and so forth. So I think they might go that route. Are you higher on Hidden Fates promos or Arceus V promos to appreciate? Ooh, that's a great question, John. Let me put it for you this way, John. I think Arceus V right now, the box itself, is a better investment. But I would definitely say, yeah, I'm going to go with the Arceus V promo. I think it'll do better. And the only reason why is, although if you took a 1-to-1 ratio, I think the Glass Stained Bird would do better. But since the fact is the ETB promo, because that's my favorite of the Hidden Fates ones, I think that the Rayquaza promo will probably do extremely well in the Metagross Ball promo. But if we're talking like 1-for-1 on the ETB, I think the Arceus will do better because it's got a lower print. So it's hard to say because I just like the Arceus V entry point right now compared to Hidden Fates. The only Hidden Fates one I like for entry level right now is the Glass Bird. But you can get the Rayquaza, I think, for a pretty decent price at this point. I just remember when it was $10 back in the day, and you could grade it and have a pretty high chance at a 10. Not gonna lie, I liquidated about 5k worth of Pokemon in my 10k collection over the last 2 months. Damn, dude, I'm right there with you, man. Margin will double hands down if we lose Steam Siege, right? Yeah, why is that, Derek? Hopefully all is well with you, brother. Just picked up 10 Seal Hidden Fates promos for less than $7 each. I'm happy. Hey, man, I don't know which ones you picked up, but if we're talking Glass Stain, that's a great price. I'm learning that you need a bunch of different boxes so you have too many product of different sizes. That's so funny. Sold all my non-ETBs and non-booster boxes. Nice. I mean, that's definitely not bad, as long as you're pulling profits. Sorry I'm late. What the heck, Dizzy? What's up, brother? Wanted to record opening a rating Eevee collection. I only got a Slaking V. Oh, that's tough. Think those Eevee premium boxes will have any reprints? As it stands right now, no expectation of it. Or better buying off singles. Can't tell you. I mean, it's potentially possible we could see a reprint of it within the next year, but it does seem like one of those like kind of one-off things. Yo, I have alerts set for your videos, but I never get alerts to your live stream. Don't know what the deal is. Always late to the party. That's so weird, Taylor. Huh. Well, how about this, Taylor? I would say just always check in at around 12:30-ish. at 12:30 and 1. So if I haven't started like my countdown by 12:30, then I'll start it by 1, 100%. Tuesdays and Thursdays, every time. I have an irrational attachment to Gen 1, of course. I bought some Arceus V-Bot. Oh no, is my frames dropping again? A minute ago. Alright, hopefully the frames are fine. Let me go through and make sure I'm not missing anything. Good here, we're good here. I'm actually interested in Mewtwo Union right now because it's got 3rd place in NIAC. Oh, so it's competitively viable. That's a good one to talk about, Digi. Yeah, competitively viable, man. Those will get you. Why are distributors panicking? For that, my buddy, I would probably watch the video as to why distributors are panicking. I made a video about it yesterday, but if you want the short version of why distributors are panicking, it's mainly because retailers are not accepting product, and since retailers are not accepting product, then distributors are unable to sell their product, and since they can't sell, they can't make money, and they're sitting on dead product, so they're panicking. So what are they doing? They're flash selling a lot of product that they're just sitting on and they can't do anything with, and so you're going to start to see a huge shift in a lot of product that's undesirable that needs to be sold being at dirt cheap prices, and people are going to be picking up under wholesale by 25, 30, 50% even at some places. But this is for specialty boxes specifically. Right, I don't own Cosmic Eclipse pack, so the Arceus box with that promo was nice, easy pickup. Yeah, 100%. Thanks for the answer. I understand the reprint at the end of the year concept, but I guess I was thinking more in the sense of the economy, market, climate, and stores liquidating. Well, I think that's going to be even more prevalent, Travis, during that time because of you know, holidays. I think the best time to sell, in my honest opinion, is summer. Because when it comes to summertime, you typically don't see a large amount of reprints until the end of summer. So July is probably going to be a really good selling month. Near the end of July, start of early August, because a lot of people are going to start to become desperate for product. And so you're going to want to sell then when the demand for Pokemon is kind of higher. Kind of like how last year, where literally Chilling Reigns came out and we didn't get any product until Evolving Skies came out, and there was no reprint since then, and we were at a point right then where people were panicking and buying battle styles, and the price had gone up from after its initial second wave from 100 to like 120 plus, and people were saying you're never going to see booster boxes below $100 again. So I would definitely say that liquidation times, probably July, is a really good time to liquidate. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. I think Evolving Skies #1 set, 100%, no question. I love you. I just want to say, Rip said, Rip's Trading Card Innovations. I just want to say I love your channel and the information that you provide. Thank you. I appreciate that. Put a smile on my face. Thoughts on ever seeing a reprint of Eevee Premium Collections? As far as it stands right now, we don't have any sort of information. I think it's unlikely because it's not one of these items that is like a booster box or ETB. Lost Origins or V-Star Universe looks to be the final debut. Yes, sir. I'm ready for it. Babe Cakes, what's up, Babe Cakes? Made it. Thanks for stopping by, brother. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. He got Ice Beam by Togekiss. Good luck on the rest of the stream. I'll be lurking. Hey, I appreciate that, Digi. I always appreciate you stopping by, brother. With the recession probability, I was wondering if you think Sun and Moon and XY would go down in price. Trenter, yes, 100%. I do think so. Because you're going to have general demand in product go down. Especially, here's how I like to look at it this way, Trenton. Think about it this way. When you're buying product that is ultra modern, if you're buying that product at around wholesale or slightly above wholesale, like let's say 10% below, so you're buying, you know, $82 to as low as $70, that's the floor. You know what the floor is for that kind of stuff. we're probably never going to see booster boxes ever again in the $60 price point range. That's just unheard of, right? Now, when you talk about XY era, Sun and Moon era, what is the floor? We don't know the retracement floor because they're so overinflated to the point of where there's going to be certain levels of retracements in a recessionary period for product without a floor. Now, of course, since they have a higher level of scarcity than ultramodern product because they're out of rotation, unlike ultramodern product, they will, of course, appreciate faster than ultramodern product. However, ultramodern product, as crazy as it sounds, if you're buying in at those $70, $80-ish price points, you're buying in at a lot safer of a floor than if you were to say buy product, you know, in that kind of modern-ish, you know, because there's ultramodern and modern-ish like XY era, Sun and Moon era, then newer vintage like black and white, diamond and pearl, and then vintage era EX, and then WotC era vintage. That stuff, there's no floor to what that kind of is, and I think the farther you go back, the less like the less strong of a floor we're gonna have, because the volatility is so much greater with a lot of these items, because since they are more expensive, and especially for the ones that are lower supply, you don't really know what the true consistent sales volume is of certain items, because one day you'll have a record-breaking sale of 15K, and then the next day the final sale, like a year or two later, will be 5K. And so the volatility on that, because their sales are so low, versus with like high population items such as like WotC era booster boxes, other than, you know, your first edition base set Shadowless, but like you're talking base set jungle, or sorry, not base set jungle, first edition jungle, first edition fossil, and then just unlimited. Those are going to have a lot faster of decline, because you're going to see higher, populations of them showing up on the market, and they're going to continue to rapidly decline faster and faster, in my opinion. But hopefully that answers your question, Trenton. I was hoping they would squeeze another. Does Pokemon Center do pre-orders on all the sets? Like, would I for sure be able to get the highly anticipated end of the year set? What do you mean by that necessarily? Oh, I see what you're saying. Yes, they do. I mean, they're doing it for Pokemon Go right now. So if you go to like the Pokemon Center website right now, Pokemon Center, obviously you can do pre-orders for Pokemon Go products. You can actually do pre-orders right now for Lost Origins products. So yes, there will definitely be pre-orders. The question really just comes down to what's the demand going to be on that. So the demand is I don't know, actually. I mean, honestly, I want to say the demand is going to be high on it. But there's truly no way of telling what it's going to be. So there's no true way of telling how it's going to actually how the demand is going to be, because we're going to be looking at a completely different market in a couple of months from now, with the recession continuing to grow. That's for sure. Which reminds me, did I ever cancel my pre-orders from the Pokemon Center? Because I made pre-orders and I want to make sure that I canceled them. I did not. Yes, I need to make sure that I cancel those. Yes. Cancel pre-order. I had 4 Pokemon Center exclusive ETBs. Wanted to get rid of those because Pokemon Go looks not good anymore. When are EXs coming back? No clue, Caleb. I wish I could tell you. I have absolutely no idea if they would ever bring those back. It'll be interesting to see what Scarlet and Violet's going to be. It's probably going to be more V-Star if I were to guess. Plus the V-Star designs are gorgeous. Do you think Eevee Heroes will be reprinted more than... I mean, it's hard to say Pokejon, because Japan does their prints so much differently. They're more likely to do like specialty set reprints than standard rotational reprints. However, it's entirely possible, because with everything going on with COVID and stuff, you could see the Pokemon Company, just like they pushed back competitive play start of the year, do something like that. But you know, it's entirely unknown. I just saw your message, John Boy. Where did I go? I lost myself. Okay, here we go. If Lost Origins will be the new amazing... No, Lost Origins will not. Lost Origins not. So Lost Origins is going to be a Giratina set. It's V-Star Universe is going to be the new amazing set. So I'm just going to say, I assume you meant V-Star Universe. When would be the cheapest time to purchase? So it really is going to be hard to say on that one, Gabe, because if we're going off of what happened with kind of like Shining Fates, you could see, or Champions, or sorry, not Champions Path, Celebrations, they are probably more self-aware of the high demand now, and you're gonna probably see a large, consistent amount of like reprints for that set. So it's really, really difficult, because I think the one thing the Pokemon Company is extremely good at doing is they're really good at adapting. They're really good at being able to understand what the demand is and then adjusting to that demand. And so my kind of expectation is you'll probably see a large print for that specific set, Gabriel, and with that, it's going to transition into prices falling a lot quicker. Of course, you know, only time will tell with that as well. You know, we don't know what the recession is going to look like, but I assume if we are going to say we're still sitting on wave systems again, because we don't even know if we're doing wave systems anymore, because that was more of a COVID thing. There wasn't really a wave system before COVID. You know, you have Astral Radiance had one wave and Pokemon Go had one like wave. Obviously, when the Pokemon Go product comes out is a different story, but it's still one wave. And so with that being said, there's a real argument to be made that you're going to only have your initial one regular like standard wave that's going to come out, and then a reprint wave will come out later down the line, and it'll be just a giant massive one wave. But only time will tell with that. So it's really hard for me to make that prediction. You know, it could literally be as soon as, you know, initial set release, or as late as the following reprint, whenever that time would be. Do you think Arceus V-Box should be picked up at MSRP and try and wait for a lower price? I think MSRP is still a really good price, John, honestly. I mean, if you can pick it up for lower, just dollar cost average, but I think MSRP is a phenomenal price for it. Hey, it's non-financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, Steven. Is there a good site to track master sets? I'm already afraid I'm missing a promo or something. I want to say I think so. I'm not 100% certain. God, I remember there being a site that's good at tracking master sets. I can't remember that site to be specific, but... I can't remember that site. Hopefully someone will help you in the comment section. Premier Balls with X, Y, and SM are back up on Pokemon Go Center. How would you rate those? Premier Balls with X, Y, and Sun and Moon? What do you mean Premier Balls with X, Y, and Sun and Moon? I'm curious. Are you saying they are like the XY and Sun and Moon era Premier Balls, or they have Sun and Moon era and XY era packs in them? Because those are two different things. That'd be crazy. I'm gonna load up on the Go product. Hey man. If that's your thing, I mean, I definitely know that I'm staying away from it. It's a pretty crappy set. Everyone seems nervous as hell. I think it's gonna flop. I 100% agree. Like I said before, it reminds me of Champions Path a lot, in the way in which it's really focusing on only giving you certain good pulls because it's setting up for something. Champions Path was setting up for Shining Fates. I think Pokemon Go is setting up for V-Star Universe. It just makes sense. Kind of like how Burning Shadows, foreshadowing now into the future, realistically speaking, Burning Shadows did set up for Hidden Fates, even though we didn't know it at the time. Because literally in that set is a Charizard, and that's it. There's nothing really good outside of that. Yo, shout out to my dog Reggie, Rocket, and Tilly. Can we ask Pokemon to turn off printer for like 6 months? That would really help. Dude, if they turn off printer for 6 months, nothing would be cheap. Yo, Agent Crypto, what's up, my guy? Always nice to see you here. Hopefully you're having a good day. Could be a cool set in 5 years. But right now, Fusion, Astro, and Brilliant are all way better, 100%. Eli, I'm right there with you. I canceled my pre-orders for Pokemon Go. Yeah, I always put my initial pre-orders immediately when they give me the option for the Pokemon Center exclusive ETBs. And then once I see the set, then I make my prediction on whether to cancel it or not. Celebrations 100 times better. Would definitely agree. Would you rather buy Premier or Ultra Balls? There are different pack selections shows on Pokemon Center. Can you just tell me what the pack selections are, John? Then I can definitely let you know. Are your celebrations UPC reprinting? I don't know of that. I know we obviously had a small resupply in a small resupply occurred somewhere in Australia, but that ended up being a resupply, not a reprint. Would it be crazy if they printed way too much because everyone's canceling pre-orders? No, I doubt it. I highly doubt it. I think if anything, they just don't print after this. This is like their one and only wave, because then they wouldn't have an issue. And then prices will correct, and then people will buy at those corrected prices, and then it'll go back up again. Can we get a John and John head count? I know there's 2 John Does and then 1 John boy. It's 3:30. We should I open my Red Bull or just get a beer? Ooh, that's a good question, Mitchell. It's 3:30 too early for a beer. Well, so here's the thing, Mitchell. I think that once it hits 5, I think that's kind of the best time. But that's just because, especially on work days, it's 5 o'clock. I think, and especially when the sun goes down too. Personally, I don't drink, but it just seems like the best way I would go approaching it. But I also don't drink Red Bull, so. But also, if it's a nice hot day too, ooh, that's a hard one, man. I would say, if, you know, I don't drink either, but if I were, I'd probably go with a beer. Thanks for the shout out, bro. Good stuff as always. Hey, I appreciate you. Get a Jaeger and enjoy. Yeah, why would it be too early for a beer? I know, right? .420 shenanigans begins. It's 5:30 here, so let's go for it. Yeah, it's 1:30 where I live. 1:38 to be exact. That's so funny. But yeah, no, guys. I mean, honestly, this is the expectation. This is what we're coming up for next. What was I going to do? Let's go shopping. Oh, let's go back to best selling. 138. Yeah, shout out to West Coast people. Derek M. I have a clock and it's 5 o'clock somewhere always. That's so funny. But yeah, I mean, as far as movement goes, guys, once again, I mean, like I said before, you talk about your kind of, you know, this month and the next month. It's going to be dead months for sure. It's going to be dead months for sure. Will you get the V-Star Universe before 12/2/22? I will not get the Japanese version, but I of course will get the English version. No clue what that's gonna look like though. Eli, are you surprised Billion Stars ETBs are still up on the Pokemon Center? It's a great question. No, I'm not. I'm not surprised. And the reason why that is, Travis, is because we're going into a different market right now. And with the way in which the market is going right now, it doesn't surprise me because of, you know, the recession. Is it me or those red and black ETBs not look that great and lazy? Oh, are you talking about for the Giratina? Oh my god, what are you talking about? Yo, the Giratina for Pokemon Center? Holy crap. I hope you're not talking about Pokemon Center. Because if you're talking about the ETBs for the Pokemon Center ones, oh my goodness, I love the design on this. I think this is gorgeous. Now, don't get me wrong, I think the regular one is better, but I still think it's a really cool design. Ultra Ball has Face Collide, Lost Thunder, Crimson Invasion. Premier Ball. I want to look this up. But here's the question, is this accurate? Because, I mean, did you read the 18 reviews? Don't get Sun and Moon base. Packs were completely different than advertised. Typical common reprint packs. Probably not going to see it the older we go back, but I think, I mean, you can take the risk if you go for it. I mean, if you're talking which one's better, dude, go with the one that has Ancient Origins in it. Are you kidding me? That's incredible. If you can, if that's what this is, but I highly, highly doubt that. I could be wrong, but I'm just going to take a swing and a guess. No, I just had it. I mean, yeah, you go with the Ancient Origins one. I doubt it, dude. I doubt it. I mean, let's look at the customer reviews on this one, too. Ad showed up 2 different packs, including XY. Open up the ball. It was 2 Sword and Shield. You will not receive the pack's picture. Instead, it will receive Sword and Shield. Yeah, I'd be careful on that for sure. How many hours live streaming do you have? Oh, wow, that's a good question. If there's a way I can check that, I've got a lot of hours live streaming. Gosh, I've been doing this whole live streaming gig for, how long have I been doing really the live streamings for? I mean, I want to say almost a year now I've been doing it for, but I was pretty inconsistent when I first started. I didn't really get consistent until like July, I want to say. So if you're talking about, we'll say 50 weeks. We're gonna say 48 weeks times 4. I've probably have around 200 hours, I would say. Dang, that's crazy. So do you think Lost Origins will be the last mainline set of the year? Yes. Lost Origins, in my prediction, Lord Bulbasaur, is going to be the last mainline set, since it's going to be coming out in September. Then you're going to have the December in Japan set. I don't know what it's going to be for English, but you're going to have the kind of V-Star Universe set. And that's going to be the last specialty set. And then you're going to have, start of the year, it's going to be a new, it's going to be Scarlet and Violet. My local Target cannot move their inventory in months. I mean, that's where it is at my Walmart and Target as well, dude. On a random note, do you play Hearthstone by any chance, Eli? That's so funny. You probably saw me playing Hearthstone today. Yes, so I haven't played in over a year. One of my buddies plays it religiously with his girlfriend, and I've been trying to get my girlfriend into Hearthstone, and so that's why I was playing it, because I was teaching her the game. But yeah, I used to play it pretty intensely. The highest I ever got was Legend 12. I used to actually, I used to train with a lot of the guys that were like the best of the best. Like there's this one guy in particular who would hit Legend 1 every season, and I'd always like, I'd always deck build with him, and then try and hit like top masters or top legends, sorry. And then I had a couple of people at the time that were my friends. Since I've been inactive, they removed me, but one of them was like Regis Kilbin. I was friends with him before he went big on YouTube, and he was like asking me questions about deck building early on in the day. Tides of Time was another one. Just, yeah, I mean, and then I played a bunch of other pros. I've played, who have I played for the pros? I played Osaka back after he won the World Championship. Him and I were the only two on ladder, and we played each other 4 times, I want to say, and I beat him 3 out of 4 times. So, like, I've played a lot of these professional, like I took it really seriously for a while, and I could have gone pro. But it's just one of those games that's super grindy, and I just got burnt out of it. Because the meta kind of sucks nowadays, and the meta just was not as fun as, you know, pre-Old Gods. I think Old Gods was the last real good meta set back in the day. But yeah, I mean, I'm probably going to get into it again to play with my girlfriend, but who knows if I'll try and go pro again. Probably not. I think Pokemon would ever come out with it. That's so funny, dude. That would be sick, Gabriel. I've actually thought about, I mean, dude, I feel like you could do so much with Pokemon branding stuff. Obviously within the rights of copyright, but that'd be cool. If you look at the review, yeah, exactly. Astro, yeah, definitely not worth the risk. To play devil's advocate, Recession might keep people from traveling, could see the TCG become more desirable pastime and gain popularity. I mean, it's 100% possible, Derek. I mean, if you do see less travel because gas is going to be more expensive, I mean, that's not a bad, that's a fair argument to make. It's a fair argument to make it as well. But also at the same exact time, I guess the counter argument for that would be if it's, you know, people are not traveling and it's summer, they're going to just spend more time enjoying the summers where they live. And then winters, once again, with the way Pokemon Company does things, that's when they have all the reprints, so prices will still be cheap. So I don't think it really would play that much of a factor. Probably Battle Styles, Fusion, and Vivid, honestly. You can get those tins that have Cosmic Eclipse, and there are places that still guarantee them. Yeah, those are definitely the best Pokeballs to get. Pokemon Center needs to get their stuff right with the correct advertising. Seriously, dude, it's been forever. Oh my god, Dad, we have John Fellers, we have Pokemon John Go, we have 2 John Does, we have John Fellers, and we have John Boy. We've got the John Army in here, guys. What's up, John Fellers? Hopefully all is well with you. They never sent me, sent my pre-orders for Astral. I have to wait 2 weeks and cancel. Dang, that's tough, my guy. I'm sorry. Yeah, don't forget to leave a like and comment down below, guys. Used to see the Fusion ETB reviews on Pokemon Center. Tons of people were saying it arrives with cuts. Ooh, that's rough. I never thankfully had that issue. Eli, are you a caffeine coffee guy? I am not, no. Ironically enough, I am wearing a Dutch Bros shirt, but that's because I used to work at Dutch Bros. Who would have guessed it? I worked there for a little bit. But no, don't drink coffee. I don't drink anything literally other than water. I'm super boring. And then the occasional milkshake. But God, it's been a while since I've had a milkshake. Probably the last time was when I was in Arizona, and I went to In-N-Out. That was the last time I had a milkshake. Just noticed Fusion Strike ETB is saying sold out in Pokemon Center. Are they for good or another restock coming? Ooh, that's hard. I don't know how long ago they went out of stock, but they've gone in and out of stock 3 times. So I wouldn't be too concerned about it, but who knows? Giratina is my favorite Pokemon, so super excited. Same, dude. He's definitely my favorite legendary. You're going to have to become a Hearthstone streamer now. It's already decided, right, dude? Could you imagine? I remember at one time I tried doing that when I was pushing Legend, but I was so nervous streaming, I just stopped. I only could do it for 1 day because I got so nervous, and it was the funniest thing because I had literally no one watching me except for my ex-girlfriend. So it was like one person watched, like, yeah, you got it, babe. Like, I'm like nervous because every so often someone would come in and ask questions, and I'd be like freaked out because it was so funny. Like, people might not realize this about me, but I used to be extremely like I didn't become an extrovert until really like my junior or senior year of high school. I was very much like didn't really talk to many people. like middle school and like early high school. I hope they reprint Evolving Skies PC ETBs. Killing me, I miss those. Yeah, I definitely do too. I mean, I think I'm optimistic because we've seen a drop of it happen before. So I definitely think it's possible. We could 100% see it happen. Eli only consumes pure H2O. Yeah, baby, that's me. We're checking your website for Chains Path, but sold out. Will you be getting more? Just asking. I don't know. As far as it stands right now, Miguel, I'm gonna say no unless we have some sort of reprint. So I'm gonna say I doubt it. But Eli, are you still high on Vivid ETBs, or do you think this last reprint was too large? I still like them a lot. I still like them a ton. Oh, actually, you know what, John? That's a great point, John. So here's where it could be different. I'm still high in them, but not as high. And the reason why, John, I was so high in them to begin with is because the expectation was they were about to go out of reprint rotation because the format was supposed to end August, September. The format rotation just got pushed back to the start of the year. So I'm not as high because hypothetically, I doubt it's going to happen. But hypothetically, there is a chance a reprint could happen again. I doubt it. A booster box reprint would seem more likely. But for that reason, there is still so many other opportunities that could potentially present themselves since we have such a pushback right now. Since we have such an older like pushback on rotation. It's the start of early next year. Old Gods was good. My favorite, I love Noxramas, but I would say I think it was called Secrets of Angoro. I'm trying to remember. It was or Adventures of Angoro. Something. It was the one that introduced Reno, Thorson, Bran. That was my favorite meta. Love that meta so much. Hands down my favorite. What's up, Hash Casham? How we doing, brother? Thanks for stopping by. Glad you're here. I work in aviation business. We've seen record levels of traveling. That's probably because of, you know, everything being opened up again. You know, you're starting to see people itching to go travel now. Let's go, John Squad. My one buddy got to 500 Legends with Jade Druid back in the day. Your buddy's a terrible human being. Jade Druid is one of the scummiest decks ever. It was like, oh my god, that's terrible. Jade Druid was one of the easiest decks to hit Legend with, and it was one of the scummiest decks. Literally, you just play on curve. It was such a low skill deck and so easy. Sorry, I'm dunking on your friend right now. But it's just like, I remember Jade Druid and I hated it with a burning passion. At least get it with a deck that takes skill. Mine that I hit 12 with was Control Taunt Warrior. But I've always played Control Warrior. I was a huge Warrior player, and I love Handlock. I love playing Control decks because the skill level to play in the Control decks are so much higher than like your standard like just play on curve like mid-range decks. Like those are so much easier to play, or aggro decks. So I've always been a bigger fan of Control. I think that takes a lot of skill, and when I lose to a Control player, I'm like GG's. Eli would be like a squirrel from the movies. Have you ever drank coffee? Bro, I get shaky if I drink coffee. I get so shaky. I remember when I worked at Dutch Bros, they made everyone take 2 shots before shift. Ooh, I popped my thumb and that hurt a lot. They made everyone take 2 shots before shift, and for someone that had never drank coffee, taking 2 shots, I was shaky the whole shift, and I hated it. I absolutely hated it so much. Why would you say Darkness Ablaze Charizard is so cheap, yet Champion's Path and Shining Face Charizard is still over $100? Pretty simple, because standard, because it's just a regular Charizard, and it's not a shiny or a rainbow Charizard. Pretty easy to understand there, John. And then also as well, I would say because Champion's Path Charizard, the reason why it's the most expensive, it's been the least printed out of the 3. And then the Shining Fates Charizard, even though it is one of the more printed ones, it is still once again a shiny VMAX. And then 2, it is also an ETB specialty set versus a standard booster box reprint set and a standard Charizard. So that's why it just makes sense. Pika! Dude, I feel like either recently you've been coming near the end of most of the streams, or I've been starting earlier or something. I'm glad you're always making it at least. Hopefully you're having a good day. Because Japanese card quality is so good, how do you think you'd be opening VMAX Climax to grade for profit since these sets have a lot of popular cards? Ooh, that's a good question. I feel like it's hard with Japanese product grading because, like you were saying, they're all such, like, the expectation is they're gonna get a, like, majority 10. So it becomes really difficult to grade Japanese value for that reason, which is why I've always been a lot bigger of a fan of grading English, because it's so much harder to really pull profit if you're gonna go that route. Which is why, once again, going the black label route is always the best way to go, because since you have higher odds, then I'd much rather get those premiums with BGS. Jade Druid was the bane of my existence. Least favorite decks to play against was Jade Druid back in the day, Pirate Warrior, Aggro Shaman, Face Hunter I welcome with nostalgia. However, I still hate you. Brokeback was fine back in the early days. I actually didn't mind Patron Warrior. However, it got a nerf so quick for obvious reasons. People hated it because that was just meta. But yeah, those are probably my least favorite. They did Darkness Ablaze Dirty with better sets with Chase Charizards around it. Yeah, 100% agree with that one, John. But that's what the Pokemon Company does, is they just are milking it. They're milking it by, let's just put one Charizard in this set, people will buy it. Let's put one Charizard in this set, people will buy it. That's literally what they did. They had one Charizard set that had a regular VMAX. They had one Charizard that had a Rainbow and a Shiny V. Then they had one Charizard set that had a Shiny VMAX. And then they're going to have a Charizard set that's going to have a Shiny V-Star. This is all they do, man. It's annoying, but it's the reality of the situation. I think I already answered someone saying that question earlier. No idea, John. I wish I could answer that, Mr. Fellers. Crap hitting the fan at work recently, so I'm stuck putting out fires. Oh, geez. I'm sorry, my guy. A lot of modern Japanese will be graded high. That's why I'm bigger on getting vintage Japanese to grade. Definitely not a bad play by any means. Wow, I just realized, can people see me in the camera what I'm doing? I'm like popping my knee. I look so sus, probably. But yeah, no, man. It's hard. It really is hard for me to justify grading Japanese, honestly. It would be cool to see you jump back into Hearthstone one of these days for a variety stream, just to see you rage at the current meta. Bro, if I were to do it, I would have to play only the fun decks. I mean, I don't even know what the current meta is, dude. It's probably bad. I really liked, what was the one site? It was like Hearthstone. What was the Hearthstone decks? What was the Hearthstone deck site that it was like Hearthstone Deck Tracker, I think is what it was called? Oh, Hearthstone Replays. Yes, I remember Hearthstone Replays. It would tell me like all the current meta. And then I would just go to meta and it would tell me what everyone's playing. So everyone's playing tier 1 is Murloc Shaman and Mech Mage. Yikes, that is so upsetting. Oh, that is terrible. At least Big Spell Mage is still available. I remember I came back and played that for a little bit. Quest Warrior. Is there a hand lock? Is there any sort of control warrior? Like, I'm sad, man. Where are my control decks? I do like that they've changed for standard. I do like that they've changed Classic Collection a bit. I could totally see myself, if that's something you guys would be interested in, I could make a day where it's like Eli plays and it's literally just me playing variety of video games. I just bought a pack, fresh listed Japan Rocket Dark Golbat, $7 mint. Oh, that's pretty sick, dude. Pack fresh, $7. That's a pretty good deal. America's 90s kids bring back first edition. Japanese be like, first edition never left. Dude, seriously, that's so true. I've never graded much Japanese, but I pulled the Alt Art Mewtwo from Pogo and a set and wanted to send that in. Interesting. I feel like if it were me, I would sell it, but that's just me personally. But I don't know. It's hard, Jer. It's hard because I'm at a point right now where I like when it's a new set that's released, I like to sell it immediately. It's hard. It's HS replays. VMAX Climax, Print Line City. That will stay sealed. Yeah, I need to start collecting. I want to start collecting Japanese specialty sets. I think that'll be fun. Just started a seer collection here is what I have so far. Brilliant Stars booster box, VMAX Climax Japan, booster Japanese booster box. Already, I think I just said that. PC Brilliant Stars ETB, PC Astral Radiance ETB, Celebrations ETB, Vivid Voltage ETB, Pokémon Center bundle, Mewtwo V Unit Special Collection. Keep all sealed or open which ones? Ooh, I mean, I would say keep all the Japanese stuff sealed, keep all the ETBs and the booster boxes. I do myself have a Mewtwo V Union sealed, so I don't know, man. I would keep them all sealed if it were me. Dude, if you're getting into collecting, you're getting into collecting, man. Big Spell Mage is fun, but I've rarely seen it. They recently added a new card that makes your deck size 40 and give you 40 health. I've been playing Curse Warrior and making kids cry. Yo, you mean, yeah, Warlock? Yeah, so I hate that deck with a burning passion. I think Curse Warlock is so scummy. I already hate that deck. And I've actually played it, because the second person I played, literally it said 40 cards and 40 health. That was the second deck I played, and I played against that card. I was like, yo, I want that card now. That's going to be part of my Control Warrior deck. And I literally still lost, and it was so frustrating. But also, I don't have a ton of cards, so I'll have to start getting more cards. But, hey, thanks you, as always, so much for stopping by, Travis. I appreciate you. What's your take on whether to buy Lost Origins pre-sales at the standard pre-sale price for investments, or just wait and hope for mass reprint? Wait. Oh my god. Never jump on. Here's what I will do, guys. I will tell you, if you guys want me to, I will make a video for you guys. But please wait on standard pre-order prices, because unless you're telling me the standard pre-order price is sub $100, which even then I would say wait, because if your standard pre-order price is under sub 100, this is the best time to buy. The best time to buy is about a month before the set release. The best time to sell is 2 weeks before a week before the set release, because of the just spikeage in prices. That's what I would recommend. Some people will send you early pre-orders and they'll be extremely overinflated. It's not worth it yet, I promise you. Should say Hollow Dark Golbat. I'll see how I do when grading it. I mean, that'd be a sick one to grade for sure. How soon do you think grading prices will hit their bottom? Sometime by summer to end of year. Derek says fast in 8 months. I think faster, honestly. I think faster. I think you're talking about the fact of the matter that we heard news that they were going to be done within a month or two on bottoms. Actually, Raheem, are you lurking right now, my guy? He's got to be lurking. When did they last announce that they were going to be done in they were going to be all caught up in 2 to 3 months? Because whenever that is, I would say shortly after is when you're going to probably start to see the corrections really hit. With inflation going on, do you think putting money into ultra-modern PSA 10s? Thanks, Eli. Definitely not. With inflation, I think now is the worst time to start putting money into ultra-modern PSA 10s, especially because once the prices continue to drop with the grading fees, because it went from 50 and then it went down to 30, and it's probably going to go down to 25, 20, or 15. Those are going to be your bottoms. Once you've hit that bottom price, you're going to see a large amount of people send in that specific cards for grading, and then once they do that, that's when you're going to start to say that's the good time to pick it up, because it's going to have a higher pop. Now, if you're talking about grading for yourself, wait for BGS prices to drop. I feel your pain, Anvil says. God, it's just rude, man. Why can't I just play my Control Warrior and have infinite health, bro? Be nice to me. I need to look up some combos though, because I need to like craft some stuff and figure it out what's good. How well will Lost Origins do with market? Hard to really say, Wrath, because we don't know what the Recession is going to look like by September, and then we also as well don't know what the rest of the set's going to look like. But I'm imagining it'll probably do better than Astral just based off of what we're hearing from the cards in it. But we still have to wait. We got to be patient on this one. Japanese Pokemon Go or English? Japanese. I was responding to how long I've been collecting for. Oh, 8 months. Oh, that's how long you've been collecting for. Oh, that's so funny. You just said 8 months and I got confused. Oh, that's sick, dude. Right on. Collecting for 8 months. Hey, that's a pretty good accumulation. How long do you think grading prices will stay at bottom prices? For a while. For a very, very while, I think, honestly, John. Just because they've scaled so high for the prior demand, and the demand is going to drop off so much, they're going to either have to start cutting back on employees, or they're going to have to drop prices extremely fast. Because when you're going to talk about a low amount of people, or a lot lower of amount of people sending in things to PSA, they're going to have to make adjustments for it. It's kind of like what happened with the housing market in the 70s. When you saw that high rate of inflation, they were having a record-breaking most amount of homes built ever. And you had an oversupply of houses and then an undersupply of demand. And so because of that, prices on homes just absolutely plummeted. And then you're starting to see more than likely that happen now, because we're getting record home prices built nowadays, since records we haven't seen since the 70s, and you're starting to see that the cash value of buyers has gone down 50% from last year. So more than likely the expectation is you could see something very much similar to that, where you're seeing record amount of people grading and then record amount of expansion on grading services, and then that's going to transition into a large drop off because the demand has died out so much, and so prices are going to have to correct very largely. I didn't start collecting again until around Evolving Skies. You got it at the right time, that's for sure. Wondering if Chilling Reign PC exclusive ever restocked after they realized they did not, sadly. They did not, sadly, restock it, but I got my Shining Fates Charizard back at PSA 10, and the cherry top it is autographed for... Oh, that's so sick, TT. That's awesome, dude. Warrior is nerfed to the ground. I think the better control deck is Warlock or Paladin. I'd much rather play Warlock than, honestly. The only Paladin deck I really enjoyed playing was Murloc Paladin back in the day. Back when they had Anyfin as awesome, was one of my favorite decks to play. The combo deck with Murlocs was so sick. My least favorite meta deck, I would say, of Paladin was Secret Paladin. I played that a tiny bit, but I just hated playing it. It made me feel like a scumbag. Sucks they nerfed Warrior. 6 Shining Fates Black Charizard is my favorite besides base set. I mean, yeah, dude, hard to compete with. I mean, I definitely think that legendaries that are black are probably my favorite. I mean, but also vibrant color ones are good. Like, I love, obviously, Shiny Rayquaza. I love Shiny Charizard. I mean, those are my two ones to think of in particular. But then very vibrant. I mean, Shiny Giratina, man. If we get a Shiny Giratina, that would be so sick. Shiny Giratina would be awesome. How do you not love this art design? So cool. They said early fall is when the backlog should be done. Also have a time frame of around 3 to 4 months, so probably October. Thank you, Raheem. He's always lurking. I appreciate it. Getting in time, collecting Celebration's 25th anniversary is a good one. I feel good about. Yeah, no, for sure. OTK Hunter was so much fun. When was that in meta? I don't think I ever played OTK Hunter. I know we had OTK Demon Hunter. So OTK Demon Hunter got nerfed real quick. Real quick. When Demon Hunter first came out. But I don't remember them ever doing a standard OTK Hunter. Wow, did I accidentally just put Restream up to full? There we go. Reno Pally and Wild. Hey, I don't play Wild. Call me weirdo. But Reno Warlock was a fun one. Reno Mage was a fun one. Back when Reno first came out. Pogo will probably be good in 10 years when the kids who play Pogo start making money. Definitely a good argument to make. Nostalgia is king, that's for sure. When you think Evo singles will reach bottom, how long will they stay there? They'll probably reach their bottom once they decide to finally obliviate Evolving Skies prices on booster boxes when they reprint that set in the ground, because they're going to. There's no doubt about it. And then honestly, prediction. Evolving Skies is going to be the next XY Evolutions. They're going to put XY Evolutions in everything. They put XY Evolutions in everything. They're going to put Evolving Skies in everything. I do think that's going to be the future. And when they do that, prices will drop, and they'll probably stay flat for a very, very, very long time. But who knows? We're not there yet. Not until they start doing it. 2019, 2020, interesting. I didn't play at that time. So I stopped playing from 2019 to 2020, and then I got back in during COVID. Back when they did do Demon Hunter. I feel like you would greatly enjoy the card game Legends of the Five Ribs. Have you ever heard of it? It's like Magic, but with twice the IQ needed. I do love high IQ skill games. I definitely love strategy games. I'm a huge strategy fan. I've been teaching my girlfriend chess a lot. She's really fallen in love with that. So that's why I thought she would like Hearthstone. But I might check it out. I have such little time these days. I don't play really much video games. So it's kind of hard for me to do it. But I can try and make time. Any idea when the value of bulk will rebound? Or do you think the increased printing quality will end of bulk? Definitely not. Bulk is, oh my gosh. Bulk is the same as any market, Dustin. I think if anything, there's an argument to be made that bulk is the best determiner of if the market is in a healthy spot. If bulk is dying, then that means the market is not in a healthy spot. If bulk is doing well, the market is in a really bad spot. I think, in all honesty, the market has some problems that it needs to fix. And I think the fact that bulk is down in price, we're in like a recessionary period for bulk, and when you start to see it correct, you'll start to see, and it finally, is done with its bottom, and it climbs again. I think it'll be at a lot better spot in the future. A rare Vaporeon VMAX promo just sold auction for nearly $60. That's pretty strong price already raw. Oh wait, a raw Vaporeon? That seems way overinflated. Are you serious? Do you think Eeveelutions is investable? Singles, that is? I do not think so. I remember someone a while ago, I can't remember who it was, they pointed out the low population of Eeveelution singles, specifically PSA, and I was like, wow, that's cool. Why aren't people grading it? And the reason why is because the prices for a lot of the Eeveelution PSA graded slabs, it's almost like the same price as if you were to go buy the slabs versus go buy the original unlimited. So the only argument you could really make would be, I guess, grading them, which I don't even know what the value is right now. Let's go take a look at Pokedata. Which, Pokedata, when are you guys gonna do your update already? We're waiting for it. They said they had a deadline of end of month. So let's go back and take a look and see what Eeveelutions is for their overall stuff. So if we go to Eeveelutions and we go PSA 10, so the Chansey PSA 10 Holo is worth $761, right? And the population is there's 10 of those, and there's that many in 9s. So very, 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 very low amount. Then you say to yourself, how much is the price of raw? The price of raw is around $4. You've got a very low shot of pulling it. And with it being $30 to grade, that's not worth it hitting a 9 on it. So the buy value is not there, and the grade value is not there. So where's the value? You have to find one that has a really good PSA 9. So that's what I think we should look at first. We should look at what has a good 9. And it's pretty cheap. None of them have good 9s. Oh, that's so funny. I mean, I guess full art Mega Charizard, but the value in which you're getting the 10 for compared to the 9 is still not worth it, in my opinion. So it's a really hard argument to make, man. Because populations on both are so high. So I would say not the biggest fan right now, at least. It's a hot one now. I'm looking to pick up some. They're going up, but don't buy the ones I'm looking for, by the way. Is that seriously true? Are you talking about the... It's a Vaporeon, a raw Vaporeon VMAX promo, just sold on auction. What's rare about it? What? Why? Please tell me why. Why did this sell for that much? That's crazy dumb. There's no justification. You can literally, well, let me see, near mint. Really? It's selling for 40 on TCG Play? That's incredible, guys. It should not... That's how much... Wow, these boxes skyrocketed in value. I didn't realize they're up that much. Holy crap, guys. That's crazy dumb. Wow. Yeah, I have the trio as well. In the background, it might be hard to see, but yeah, the boxes aren't overprinted. That's true. The Recession is going to make more people keep stuff sealed and make certain singles skyrocket, hopefully. The Recession is more than likely going to actually make people sell more sealed and probably collect more singles. Because in recessionary periods, you tend to see a lot less card grading. You tend to see a lot more selling of like product because people need liquidity. And so, yeah, that's what I think you'll see. I think the most I've paid for it was 40 a piece. And that was at Target. Vaporeon promo looks great. I want one, but in a blue matching CGC slab, that'd be cool. They definitely do need to reprint them. Think Pokemon will do more boxes like the Eevee ones with cool arts? I definitely think they will. I'd be stunned if they didn't. They've done such a good job with some of the artworks. Has me to believe, why wouldn't they? You know? I say don't reprint because I like the scarcity. I mean, yeah. I mean, gosh, man, guys. Tell me it's $100 a box? I make so much money selling the box now. I did make... Hey, to be fair, guys, I did say that it was one of my top pickups for the year. I actually want to see that. I wonder how accurate I am. Who wants to watch an old video and then see my predictions? I think that'd be funny. Hey, look, we're looking into the future and seeing ourselves. I made it was a while ago. It was, at the time, it was my mom. Okay, so it was this video. So let's take a look and see how accurate I was on my pickup. Yo, what are the odds I'm wearing the exact same shirt then that I'm wearing now? That's actually so funny. My hair even looks exactly the same. Wow, that's crazy. The only difference is instead of a chair, I have other crap in the background. That's so funny. All right, let's see. What were my top picks? Did knowing me, I actually have oh, I did not. All right, what were my top picks? Oh, we had the giveaway winners. Shout out to you guys. Am I just talking or what am I saying? Oh, because I muted myself. Can't hear myself. I'm gonna close caption. Here, I'm actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna turn off the audio real quick. I want to see what I predicted and see how accurate I was.
As well, but this is going to be kind of singling out my top picks. So first one, and this is not in any specific order, but I will tell you, of course, if I do like one of those, we'll get it. But I'm just going to keep beating this drum until the end of the day. Evolving Skies booster boxes, guys.
So Evolving Skies booster boxes.
It's up to gift or that's right for all
Evolving Skies booster boxes, duh.
Brilliant Star booster boxes.
Brilliant Star booster boxes, duh.
We're saying to ourselves that you could either please wait, distributor now on personal opinion on the matter, the price is very good. Do I think once it starts with the past block, only as the polish of everyone. Strong, realm 5, darkness of light, and then you can make an argument that I am going to be with the booster boxes. I'll actually talk a little bit more about fusion later. So the next one we're actually going to be taking a look at. Now, next item we're going to be picking. Obviously, this is going to our Pokémon Center trainer box release. So, for those people that don't know, I'm on the Pokémon Center website. If I click on it,
so I picked that one. So far, that has not yielded anything. But don't I also pick... I said I like the Fusion Strike ones. So those ones just went out of print, so that'll be interesting. So Eeveelution boxes, so those obviously hit. Didn't I also say the Marnie premium things, or what else did I hit? Oh, I said Fates Collide. I said, oh yes, also the Reshiram boxes.
My name's Dick. My wife and I...
Interesting.
Our main plan for about 25 years. And we love it.
Well, the Zekrom box just went on discount. And then I also said Lost Thunder, Fates Collide. I said those, which those haven't yielded value yet. They're still pretty low. So it'll be interesting to see. But okay, so the product, because it's been a while, guys, and things constantly adjust. But and I think for that video too, I wanted to center around not doing celebrations. Because I wanted to do Pokemon Center celebrations, but I just said anything non-celebrations I think was my real focus for that one. So that's quite interesting. I know, same shirt. I travel back in time. I wear the same 3 shirts every week. I mean, I need to buy more shirts. I have a good variety of everything but shirts. Eli's a secret billionaire who travels back in time to buy Apple. That's so funny. That big dig for governor. Thinking now maybe the Vaporeon VMAX promo might be the jumbo car worth investing. That's funny. So this was back in January is when I made this video. So let's see. I talked about those. So I hit on those. I definitely hit on the evolving, but ooh, who would have guessed it? Brilliant Star. Still waiting to see that price correction. I'll tell you what. It's been 5 months coming. You know, the ETBs, I think we just said what? Didn't we have a conversation saying at the Pokemon Center that it just went out of stock? Which, you know, I wouldn't be too worried. This is more of a long-term take for this one specifically. Wouldn't be surprised if this one went out of stock soon and then shortly after. But man, I updated my list so quickly. One Shining Fates and we got a reprint for that, and then Vivid. But what else, man? What else were the other ones? Yeah, let's take a look and see how the Charizard VMAX box is doing. Or Charizard. Charizard, and was it Reshiram and Charizard GX? Let me just look up Charizard, and then I'll just look up sealed product. Make my life easier. So value on this has been flat. Hasn't really done anything. Hasn't really done much. So I mean, this will probably do better over time for sure. Still, we're still waiting to yield on that. What else are we waiting on right now? Oh yeah, let's take a look at Fates Collide. Let's see if how that's been doing. So the booster boxes, I actually want to see. The booster box prices slowly climbing up. Nothing crazy. Slowly climbing up. And then what about the pre-release kits? Pre-release kits are definitely slowly climbing up. It's gone up about 20%. And then let's look up Lost Thunder. So the Lost Thunder kits. Ooh, Lost Thunder has gone up since the low. Nothing crazy, like 15 bucks. And then the pre-release kits have also been flat, so still haven't seen a yield on them yet, but more of a long-term pickup, obviously, but still. Big fan of those products. Near Mint has a case of Abercrombie shirts for you. He has a distributor. Right? I could definitely use some of those. Did you hear about that guy who recently played a jumbo deck at Worlds? What? Did he? How did he do? I caught an article of that. Someone awkwardly holding a bunch of jumbo cards. That's so funny. Oh my god, that's hilarious actually. Yo guys, I'm just saying, for how much a Lost Thunder pack goes for, considering what you can pull from it, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. But alright, I'm gonna start wrapping it up, guys. I got about 5 more minutes. We're gonna finish. So we're gonna wrap up. Oh, well, that'll be good timing. Then people can just go over to PokeRep. He just hit 1 million subs. Oh, that's good for him. Dang, he hit it fast, man. I mean, he's been producing pretty good content for a while. So, but shout out to him. But, so last 5 minutes, everyone. Got any questions? As always, make sure to leave a like, comment down below, and be subscribed. He lost because there are no jumbo energies or trainers. Who would have guessed it? Yeah, 300k in the last new months. That's because he's really good right now with his trends. I mean, the thing that PokeRev is doing extremely well is not only because here's what like differentiates him. Look at the volume on him, 71. That's pretty good volume. I'm actually curious. What's Pokemon USA's volume? Pokemon USA. What's my volume? Okay, that's pretty good, very good. People look me up, decent amount. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Sorry, that was cool. Hey, I got a decent amount of people that look me up. But sorry, what I was gonna say, he's just really good when it comes. Okay. Here's the problem, I think. That is true. It is his only job. I think a couple things. One, he has a bunch of older product, so he's able to take advantage of that. He had a lot of extra liquidity as well because he's able to sell a lot of his collection off. However, that being said, what's the difference between him and, say, someone like Leonhardt? He has, if you look at Leonhardt's product, a lot of his product, or a lot of what he's posting, is very much, it's cool, don't get me wrong. Like, it needs to center around mystery boxes. Because the sets of his that do, or the like openings of his that do the worst, surprisingly enough, are the ones that don't have mystery boxes, man. Yeah, everyone's stream raid. I think that right now, PokeRev understands the trends. He plays the trends, and because of that, he's been able to do a lot. And so for that reason, his trend right now he's seeing is there's a high demand for Pokemon mystery boxes. I mean, let's just look it up. If we just look up Pokemon mystery box, and maybe we say Pokemon mystery box opening, right? I mean, it's pretty much his top videos as well as PokeRev's. Those are the videos that are doing the most. I don't know, just something to notice. But yeah, that's because he's getting burnt out, Pika. He's kind of seen stagnant growth and he's burnt out because of it. Hey man, once you figure it out, then that's bro. Once you figured out the algo, then boom, it's time to explode. So good for him, man. Good for him. That's all I can say. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna wrap things up. Thank you guys all so much for watching. As always, make sure to leave a like, comment down below, and be subscribed. We do weekly giveaways Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So can't thank you guys all much enough for the love and support. But that is all for today's video. Until then, I will see you guys.